So this Murli is originally dated 21st of May 1977, and the can you all hear me? Yeah, okay. The essence of this Murli is the special task and virtue of the confluence age at Brahmin life. I especially loved the way Baba is going in such a, like point by point, like how a professor teaches in the university, this is this A, and A has 3 points, and then 3 points has further 4 points. So it's like that, one by one, step by step. Baba is talking about what is the special task, what is the special virtue. If this is the special task, then what is the qualification of that task? What is the aim? What is the attainment? And then Baba talks about the qualifications, Baba talks about the aim, the attainments. What are the different ways that you can fulfill this qualification? So, what are the different methods? And what is the sign that you have actually fulfilled this qualification? So, in that sense, I felt that the Murli is very powerful. Let's listen in Baba's words. The essence, once again, is the special task and virtue of the confluence age at Brahmin life. Do you know the speciality of your present confluence age at Brahmin life? Do you know your special virtue and task? What is the special virtue and task that no one else can have in any other age? Nobody else has this special quality and this special task that we Brahmins have at the confluence age. Your special virtue is being knowledgeful and master oceans of knowledge. So your special virtue is to be knowledgeful, and your task is to be world servers, that is to be godly servers. Do you constantly have both these specialities in your awareness? You call yourselves world servants. What is the definition of a world servant? Who would be called a world servant? What are the qualifications? Before Gyan, if somebody would have asked you, what are the qualifications to be a servant? Right? It would be such a weird question, right? And now Baba is asking us, if you want to be called a world servant, then what are the qualifications? What is his aim and what is his attainment? The qualifications of a world server, that is, of a serviceable soul, are of making the world complete and happy through his service. Making the world complete and happy through his service. How? By giving whatever the world lacks. So what is that the world lacks? The world lacks godly happiness, peace, the wealth of knowledge, and all the powers. And by making all beggar souls into those who have all rights, because a world server always looks at everyone with the vision of benevolence and mercy. And this is why he constantly has the aim of having to definitely transform the world. He has this deep concern day and night. So the special virtue that the Brahmin souls have at the confluence age is that we are knowledgeful, and the special task we perform is to be world servers. To be world server means to finish whatever the world is lacking. So you finish or you give that what the world is lacking. You completely give them godly happiness, peace, wealth of knowledge, all the powers. You finish the lack, basically, remove the lack, and make all the beggar souls as the ones who have the right. So Baba is then moving forward and asking what qualifications of a server would be visible. So we understand what is the task and what they will do. Now, what are the qualifications? A server would use his every second, every thought, word, deed, relationship, and connections for service. A server does not fix a special time for doing service. He would not be a server for just 4 or 6 hours. He does service constantly and tirelessly at every step. Service is merged in everything he does. The way he looks at things, the way he conducts himself, the way he eats and drinks. He would be constantly busy doing service through the main methods of service, which is through his awareness, attitude, vision, and deeds. Very nice point that I am not doing service only for 8 hours. Sometimes Baba does say in the Murli that I want you to do service for 8 hours. But today Baba is saying, no, you have to serve tirelessly. Every second, every thought should be thought that can be used in service. Every deed, every action, every relationship, every connection. So constantly in my every act, whether I am eating, sitting, looking, whatever I am doing, there can be service merged in that. So Baba is saying through his awareness, attitude, vision, and deeds, he would be constantly busy doing service. Through his awareness, he would make other souls embodiments of power. Through his attitude, he would make the atmosphere pure and powerful. Through his vision, he would grant souls visions of the self and the Father. Through his deeds, he would make himself an instrument to perform elevated deeds and would thereby inspire others and give them courage. So, Smriti se samarthi hai, they say in Hindi. Awareness brings power. So, through my awareness, I will become embodiment of power and make others also embodiment of power. As is your attitude, so is the vibration of the room, right? And so through your attitude, Baba is saying you will make the atmosphere pure and powerful. As is your vision, so will be your, you will be able to grant visions accordingly. So if I have Baba in my vision, if I have soul conscious vision, then that is what the souls will also see. And through my every deed, I will be able to inspire others and give them courage. Only when such servers have renounced rest day and night would they experience comfort in doing service. Are you such servers? Souls who stay in contact or relationship with server souls would, through the closeness and company of such souls, experience themselves to be sitting under a waterfall of coolness, power, and peace. They would experience support and attainment from these souls. So, if I see myself as a world server and if I qualify for with all the qualifications that were mentioned, then whoever comes in my connection, whoever comes in my company, they will experience all these attainments. The thoughts, good wishes, and pure feelings of such serviceable souls would spread in all directions like the rays of the sun. Just as the non-living temporary images of the serviceable souls fulfill temporary desires for a temporary period. In the same way, the serviceable living divine images fulfill desires for all time. So on the path of devotion, my worthy worship form, through that I will be able to fulfill desires of the devotees for a temporary period. But in this current world server form, I will be able to fulfill the desires for all time. So it's a difference, no? They're temporary here for all time. And this is why Baba says Kamdenu has been remembered. When you have a mind that is overflowing, you're able to make yourselves full and overflowing. You're able to make yourselves full and overflowing to whatever extent you want. And the limited minds are particular for one thing only. You can only find one thing in limited minds. However, this is such a unique mind that anyone can take whatever they want from it. So it's not limited to one thing, but I become an overflowing mind of peace, happiness, knowledge, powers, right? Comfort, whatever they want, they can take from this mind. So Baba is saying that you can only find one thing in limited minds. However, this is such a unique mind that anyone can take whatever they want from it. Serviceable souls are easily able to give desperate souls the experience of their destination. Serviceable souls easily attain the blessing of being constantly cheerful and content, because such souls know that each soul has his own individual part, and they do not become discontent seeing actors playing any type of a part, any type of part. What song emerges from the mind of serviceable souls that enables them to remain constantly cheerful and content? So you see, the attainment is that you will have experience of overflowing mind, and mind that has multiple things in it, not just one limited thing, but unlimited things are there in this mind. And plus Baba is saying that the attainment is there of the blessing of being constantly cheerful, constantly content. So what song emerges from the mind of serviceable souls that enables them to remain constantly cheerful and content? Wah Baba, wah my part, wah sweet drama. So what is the question I need to ask myself is, am I content with my part? Am I content being where I am, doing what I'm doing, knowing what I know? So am I content with my part? Only when you constantly sing this song in your mind at this time will all souls now and throughout the cycle sing praise of your wonders. Such servers are constantly part of the rosary of victory. They constantly maintain the intoxication and faith that success is their automatic right. They constantly experience themselves to be full and close to the Father. This is the attainment of server souls. So you are understanding different attainments that Baba is talking about. Your minds are full. You receive the blessing of being content. Your song, you sing the song of Wah, my fortune, Wah, my part. You're able to be part of the rosary of victory. You're able to have intoxication and faith that victory is mine or success is mine. So many attainments. So Baba is saying this is the attainment of server souls. Do you experience yourself to have such an aim, qualifications, and attainment? Since this is the special task of Brahmin life, are you fulfilling the responsibility of this task accurately? One is to fulfill the responsibility of love for the Father, and the other is to fulfill the responsibility of your task. So, one responsibility I have is towards the Father as a child, and the other responsibility I have is to serve the world, right? Responsibility towards my task. So Baba is asking, are you those who fulfill both these responsibilities or simply those who talk about it? You're not those who just speak about it, are you? Do not be those who just speak about it. Be those who do it. Do you understand what the importance of server souls is? Acha, to the souls who remain constantly engaged in service day and night, to those who become full and make others full, to those who do all round service through all forms, right? All round service through all forms, meaning through your words, through your awareness, attitude, actions, right? All of that. To those who constantly have benevolent feelings and mercy for everyone, to such special server souls, Babdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. We spiritual children also say namaste to our spiritual father. And then there are few groups that Baba is meeting. The first one, constantly remember one mantra. If you make the Father your heart's true companion, you will constantly experience, I have the mine of happiness with me. You will constantly be colored with the spiritual color of this company, because the greatest company is that of the Almighty Authority. The praise of Sat Sang, which is company of the truth, is constantly to have through your intellect the company of the true Father, the true teacher, and the true Guru. This is true company. By staying in this company of truth, you will constantly remain light and cheerful. You will not experience any type of burden. It is good that you have faith in the intellect, but the return of having faith is to keep the Father as your constant companion. You should have the Father's company at every moment, and by experiencing this constant company, you will experience yourself to be full. You will experience yourself to be overflowing. When you make the Father belong to you, whatever belongs to the Father also belongs to you. So, what is important in this, what Baba is saying, is to have faith in Baba is not enough. You can't say, oh, I have faith in Baba. I know Baba is with. No, but Baba is saying the return of having faith is that you will actually keep Baba as your constant companion. You will never do anything alone. You will always have Baba as your companion, right? So that's what Baba is saying, that you will see that you are experiencing Baba's company, and then you will not experience any burden. You will remain light, cheerful, overflowing, right? So that's the experience that we should have. And then the second group, do you constantly maintain godly intoxication and the intoxication of your future deity status? What is the reward of the confluence age? To attain God. And the future reward is to attain the deity status. So, do you have the awareness of both rewards? Those who have found the Father would have so much intoxication because there is no one higher than God. Having found the Father, you have found everything. By constantly staying in remembrance, you're able to experience all attainments. If there is no remembrance, then there is no experience of attainment. Always stay in the intoxication of the attainment. I am a master, almighty authority. All the powers are the Father's property, and so the children have a right to them. Children who have a right constantly sing the song, I have attained whatever I had to attain. This is so nice, no? That if you have intoxication, that I have found Baba, I have found God, I have found Almighty Authority, then your heart will definitely sing the song, Panatha so Palya. I have attained whatever I had to attain. And the third group, while you're walking along the path and the obstacles come, do you know the way to remain free from those obstacles? Is it easy or difficult to remove obstacles? When you let go of the Father's hand, you find it difficult. When the Father is constantly with you, nothing is difficult. When you let go of the Father's company, you become weak. A weak person would find even a small thing to be very big, whereas a courageous person would find a big thing to be small. The Father is ready to give you his company, but what can the Father do if you do not accept this company? If you do not step away from him, you will find everything very easy. Interesting, no? I'm trying to experience everything to be easy, everything to be mm, strong myself. But if I'm not with Baba, I don't experience that. And then I actually blame Baba that you are not with me. So Baba is saying that if you do not step away from him, then you will find everything to be easy, everything to be possible, right? Fourth group, Pandavas are those who maintain the awareness of the Father's company. What speciality of the Pandavas' awareness has been remembered? The Pandavas had the intoxication of the Father being with them. And because of having the intoxication of the Father's company, they became those who issued a challenge. The challenge they issued was that they would definitely be victorious. The basis of their challenge was the company of the Father. Therefore, since the speciality of the Pandavas' company is remembered, how much intoxication would there be in the practical experience of it? What was the result when Maya's great Mahavirs came in front of the Pandavas? They were all destroyed. So Maya's great Mahavirs are Duryodhan and Dushashan and all of these, right? So Baba is saying that what happened? They were all destroyed. So do you experience yourselves to be those who overcome the obstacles of Maya, or are you afraid of Maya? When any type of obstacle of Maya comes, you should become Trikaldashi. That is, you should know everything about why Maya comes and what is the method to chase her away. You're not those who become afraid and say, what could I do? Maya came. The picture of the Pandavas is shown in the form of cowherds who look after cows. All the children used to be with those who looked after the cows. It is a wonderful thing that while in the living form, you are seeing your memorial in the form of the non-living images. Mm. So what Baba is saying that if I have the company of the Father, this faith that Baba is with me, just like Pandavas had the faith, no, that Krishna is on our side. They didn't care about whether Krishna would use his discus, whether Krishna would use any weapon or his army. Nothing he used. Krishna was very clear, I will not interfere. I will not use my discus. I will not use my army. But I will be with you. And that's all they needed. So Baba also says, I will not interfere with your karmic account, but I will be with you. And that is what we have to know, that if Baba is with me, then I can face any form of Maya, any storm of Maya will not stop me. I can be unstoppable, right? Victorious. And then the fifth group is the memorial of the Shaktis and Gopikas is their dancing in happiness. They are shown dancing wearing ankle bells. For those who are constantly happy, it is said that they are dancing in happiness. When you dance, your feet are off the ground. In the same way, the intellect of those who are dancing in happiness would always remain up above. It would not be caught up with the physical world or bodily beings, but it would be in the soul world, in the soul conscious stage. So continue to dance in such happiness. Who would constantly have happiness? Those who consider themselves to be gopikas. Those who consider themselves to be gopikas. A gopika means one who has constant love for the one Gopi Vallabh. Very beautiful. A Gopika means one who has constant love for the one Gopi Vallabh. Do not consider yourself to be a householder mother, but consider yourself to be a Gopika. The word householder does not feel good. When the name Gopika is mentioned, then everyone becomes happy. When others become happy simply by using your name, how happy you Gopikas yourselves would be. Right? On the path of devotion, they show, no, just to uh, see myself as Gopi of Krishna would make me feel so good. Or even any other person, if you look at them, if they just see themselves as gopis, it makes them feel good. So Baba is saying that is just a memorial. But now I am truly Gopika. I am truly in love with Baba, right? Constant love for Baba I have. So how much happiness I should be experiencing. My feet shouldn't touch the ground of body consciousness. The feet of intellect should remain up above, right? So that's what Baba is saying, that just experience this form of being Gopika and you would experience so much happiness. Acha, Om Shanti. So it was a short Murli, but very sweet. And Murli that brought a lot of intoxication. So maybe we take a moment of silence and then we can share. Yeah. Om Shanti. Hey, anyone wants to share anything?
Om Shanti, sister.
Yes, Vijit Bhai, yeah.
So, yeah, very sweet, Murli. So the point that which which I liked is, Baba says the one thing is about the special virtue, knowledgeful and master ocean of knowledge, and the word that world server, and Baba very nicely said that definition, what does world server means, and what is the why is it called world server, all that. So say Baba says, you need to have that vision, pure vision, that benevolent and mercy, right, towards the world. And then whatever the world lacks, we should be giving that happiness, peace, wealth, knowledge, and all powers. So, and server should be very unconditional, and somewhere, in that Murli Baba says, no, this service should be automatic, right? So anything that we do, our karma should show that service. So it's like Brahma Baba was as a real example there. So Brahma Baba did not do anything especially for the sake of service. So anything that he did, for others, it was a lesson.
Right.
So thank you.
Yeah. My life itself becomes service. which is a very powerful thing actually, that every word I speak is a word that will serve someone. So I should never speak anything that will put someone down or, focus on their weakness or discourage them or make them feel tired, or have to be very careful, of my every thought, my every word, my every feeling, because that colors my attitude. Every relationship, how do I look at my relationships, my connections? Am I attracted because of the attainment there, or am I really serving there because I care for that soul's well-being? So very important point that Baba mentioned, that everything of yours will be for service. So in a way, it's like your life is life of service. Yes. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else wants to share?
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
If I just see the Murli, the whole Murli is like what I say, a definition. Like as and when you were reading the Murli, I could find everything he has just defined. Who is a server? What is his aim? What is qualification? Then I was just thinking why these kind of definitions are given in the Murli. I feel, we say Baba's task is to purify the world. See, if you really take the deeper point of the Murli, can't Baba do it by himself? Can't he change? He's the one who's God. Does that mean he needs us, our seva, our serviceable? So sometimes when that gets over, we say, Baba, you can do everything. Why need me? That's where in one of the Murli Baba has said, if I could do myself, yes, I can do. Don't think I can't do. But then who's going to rule over next? Who is going to be the one with right? So that mindset to create why I have to be a server, I should first have. Need I to be a server? Need I to do service? Then what are the recipes? Baba has already given the aim, the qualifications and all. So if I am serviceable now, so many things flow later. The wow that is worthy of worship and all. So the one qualification, even though Baba has mentioned, I think I need to have what we call it as a mind space to really share what I have with others, to give attention to others, and to work with them in this task to just help God to purify the world. And what is my reward? So much reward. I become the one to claim a right. I think that's the deeper part I was just going through. Everything else was just what we call it as paribhasha. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Girijaben. Thank you. Yeah. We have to become world server. It's such a dignity, or I should say, it's such a honor actually to have this kind of task, to be able to do, to be eligible, to be chosen, So it's a very, very powerful tool, I think. But it increases our own state of happiness also. When we help others, when we do something for others, it increases our own happiness. Of course, the stock of punya, right? Charity. So yeah, like a feel-good factor, Dopamine is released sort of when you serve somebody, you feel so good. But to do it continuously and constantly is where it's challenging. I think doing service is not a big deal. Anyone can serve. But doing it consistently, constantly, that's where if I take the challenge and accept that, okay, this is my responsibility towards this task, then I do this in a very, consistent manner, not get tired.
Yeah. So I guess, yeah, sister, when we have all these virtues that which Baba is giving us in, when we become an embodiment of that, right, then every action that we do or every moment that we do, it's all will be counted, right, in service account. Because for others, it'll be a lesson, right? And so first, I think for us to become an embodiment of all these virtues, and then the service takes place automatically. And sister, what is the? I mean, if somebody think, why do I have to do service? So what would be the right answer? Is it Baba needs it or I need it? So Baba says to his children to service, to service, to service. So here we think of it as Baba wants us to do service, or is that I want to do service because for me to create the punya account, the charity
Yeah,
account, right?
very good question. Yeah. Actually, Baba has so many children, and different aspects touch different intellects. So some will have so much love for Baba that Baba will tell them, you do it for my sake. And so they will go and do service for Baba. But then there are some who are interested in creating their own destiny. And so when I do service, I am creating my own destiny. I am actually sowing the seeds of good karma. And so definitely I will be the one who will reap the fruit of those good karmas. So this understanding of knowledge at the deep level, helps me to be a good server. And when you overflow, when you are, filled with knowledge, when you're filled with powers through yoga, when you're filled with imbibing or inculcating divine virtues, naturally you will overflow. Naturally, वो बोलते हैं ना, भर गया तो छलकेगा ही. So it will sprinkle, no? It will move. It will be touched by others. So service happens naturally also. You will naturally want to serve. So why you should do service? And there could be different reasons. But the truth of the matter is you don't do anything for Baba. You don't have to, because Baba doesn't need. Baba will find another instrument if you don't do, right? Baba has hundreds of thousands of hands. So if you really understand knowledge, then you will know that I am doing it for my own self. But of course, I am doing it because of the Srimad. If I understand that part also, that it is through the Srimad that I've received from Baba, and that's why willingly, without feeling compulsion, without feeling obligation, I am doing it. That's where you accumulate more points. Because then you will be able to surrender the fruit of that service to Baba. You don't expect that, oh, I served 10 souls, now 10 souls should give me thanks. No, you're able to surrender. You don't have to take tension or burden of that service you did, or how it will happen, or what will happen, because it is Baba's service at the end of the day. But it is Baba's humility. In Sunday's Murli, he said that I need you, children. So, it has many different angles actually, Vijit Bhai. So you will have to check the pulse of the soul who's asking you this question, and see where they are coming, and then accordingly you answer them.
Just to add to what you said, sister, as I already said, if I think I am indispensable, as I told you, Baba is a magician. He can take his wand and he can transform the world. It's not that he cannot do. See, but this knowledge is, like a give and take. I serve and I get. Why I'm telling you this, in the world, if you see, just a few days back, I just read about a woman who went to Bangladesh and she saw poverty there. You know what she did? She was a stewardess. she earned so much and so much, and then she used to go for marathons just to remove the poverty of those children in Bangladesh. Now I was thinking, what is she getting back? What is she doing by really putting herself over there and then doing all this service? What, she doesn't even have a knowledge or anything. But I'm endowed with knowledge, and I'm endowed with a spiritual vision of just not one place called as Bangladesh, but the whole world transforming. And Baba has chosen me. If I am not going to really serve, who's going to be the loser? I am not going to get my right. So if I am out of this picture, I should not think, oh, the whole world is going to sink. No, I have lost. So that kind of a thing, that I should be so proud to be at least a finger in the service for Lord. I think that kind of thing, that's what Baba said, the responsibility of love for the Father and love for the cause. I think that's needed. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Yes, Sanjay Bhai. Om Shanti.
That was going on, that why Baba wants us to do service. Actually, what happens? Baba wants us to get transformed. And for transformation, Purusharth is required. That is Gyan, Yog, Dharana, Seva are our 4 subjects. Gyan, Yog, Dharana is the matter of Purusharth. And in doing so, as we say, that when we are preparing something, we have to take some effort. And in Gyan, effort is required to imbibe it, to understand it, and to experience it. And due to that only we'll have yoga and dharma. And when Baba talks about seva, what I feel, that the real purusharth is to become rose, gulab banna, that is the purusharth. और जब गुलाब बनते हैं तो खुशबूदार बनना, ये है पुरुषार्थ. And seva happens automatically. You need not spread that fragrance. That fragrance will spread automatically, So we have to do, when Baba wants us to do seva, means Baba wants to do purusharth. So that the bachche will do purusharth, seva will happen automatically. Nobody does seva basically. What we do have to do purusharth, seva will happen automatically. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Any other thoughts anyone wants to share?
Sister, if no one is there, can I just add something? I remember, you were telling in the earlier Murli, on Sunday Murli, Baba said, I need you. I had read Ramesh Bhai's class in one. Ramesh Bhai in those days was sent by Brahma Baba to go to a center to solve some trouble, like there was some fight going on over there, and Baba said, go and see what is over there and solve it and come. So Ramesh Bhai went over there and he came back. He said, Baba, they are not ready to listen. They are all egoistic. Then Ramesh Bhai said, at that moment, Baba made this statement that really shook me. Baba said, tell them I don't need you. You are instruments so that you are going to get a right. I am so powerful that I don't need any of you. I can transform the world myself. I keep you in front because you are making your own destiny. I just read that, it was really a kind of throwback for me. I've never seen such kind of sentences. It was in Ramesh Bhai's sharing. So I was just thinking that in mind, all-powerful, mighty authority is coming down and telling us how we can just let go. I just thought when you spoke of that Murli, I thought even there is a kind of thing which I read in one of Ramesh Bhai's classes.
I mean, if you understand knowledge, it is true, right? But what I'm saying, it's Baba's humility also. He says, no, very out loud, clear, he says that children, I need your help. You are my helpers. I can't do this by myself. I need your purity, one bird's purity. So Baba will say those things, but of course it is Baba's humility and it's Baba's way of increasing our own, self-respect or our own intoxication or, making us feel that we are worthy, we are valuable, we are resourceful, we can also be God's helper. It's a big, big title, actually, big honor. So yes, I agree, God can do, but if you have ego that only I can do, then Baba can throw you out anytime. I mean, not Baba, but the drama will throw you out and bring someone else. So you can't have ego that I am the only one who can do, or, I am the most serviceable one, I am the right one, I know everything. No. So you can't have that kind of thing either. So it's both ways, like I was saying earlier, it depends on who is in front of you and what will touch their heart so that they can come forward in the field of service. And that's what you have to say to them. It's not this is right or that is right. Both have their own valuable points. All right. Should we end with meditation? Everyone feeling content, happy?
Om Shanti. Tinaben, before we end up with meditation, we have a special announcement.
Sure.
Om Shanti to the Divine Family. So this Diwali, we have special class on Sunday, 12th November. The session will be conducted by Sister Ritu Thakkar, who is a Rajyoga teacher at Navi Mumbai. And the topic she'll be conducting for this day is Diwali, the Love, Lights, Liberation. We shall be soon sharing this flyer on our group. So request all of you to attend the session and spread the word. Thank you. Over to you, Tinaben.
Okay, so let's do. Am I able to share? I can.
Yes, sister, you can go ahead and share. I'll share. I'll unshare.
Okay, I just need to share music. Right, let's sit straight. And bring our attention to the center of the forehead. In this comfortable yet relaxed position, I withdraw myself from the outside world. I use the powerful brakes and I apply a full stop to everything that happened even a second ago. I let go and I simply be who I am. I am a very special soul, a Brahmin at the confluence age. I am master knowledgeful, child of ocean of knowledge. I see myself as son shows father. My Baba is world benefactor. And so copying his footsteps, I see myself as master world server. I realize that it is my responsibility to make this world happy once again. And I can do this simply by sharing the attainments that I have received from Baba. So allow your intellect's yoga to be connected with the one up above. the ocean of all powers, all virtues, the source energy. And the moment I connect with him, I'm able to draw upon his unlimited powers and virtues into myself. I draw to the extent that I want to. I draw to the extent of my fullest potential, and even more, so that I begin to overflow, naturally allowing my light to radiate far into the distance. Light that goes as far as the farthest corner of the earth. Light that can travel and touch each and every soul on the planet. Light that can bring happiness, peace, love, freedom, and joy into the lives of these souls. I hold this powerful awareness that I am a world server. I am child of the source energy. Everything that Baba has, I have. And everything that I have the capacity to share. I am willing to share. When I share, I know I am only increasing my own accounts of accumulation. Experience that this pure, powerful awareness is generating an atmosphere through the attitude of being a benevolent world server. The attitude of benevolence is naturally giving the souls the vision of being tiny little lights awakened to the consciousness of being children of one Father. And moving forward through the rest of my day, I will hold on to this pure feeling so that through my every action, I can inspire and encourage many to come close so that they can reclaim the lost sovereignty. I am Baba's true child, true helper, and true server. With this pure pride, I return back to the physical dimension and back to the center of the forehead. Once again, gently reminding myself that I am truly a world server. I serve, and I serve consistently. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Tina Ben. Thank you, Divine Family, and see you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a beautiful day.
Thank you, everyone. Om Shanti.